What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got some more Hearts of Iron IV. This is Together for Victory DLC. We are playing as New Zealand, or the Kiwi Empire now, as we are fascist and part of the Axis. Let's go ahead and unpause it. Last episode, we lost our humongous navy that was sitting over here, which was super disappointing. We're starting to rebuild that, though. Got 3 ships in it right now, so a light cruiser 2 and 2 destroyer 3s, right? And so we're also working on constructing out and repairing a lot of the damage done by the resistance over in Australia. So I've got 13 civilian factories working on that currently. Manchukuo capitulated, really? Does that mean the Japanese are taking losses up here? It does. Japan is at war with the Soviet Union currently. And they're trying to handle the British Raj and France and Siam down here in Vietnam area. Over this way now, you can see the Germans struggling here on the Eastern Front, trying to get towards Minsk and Moscow there. Although Hungary and Italy are helping out there as well. And then it does look like, yes, they're also trying to invade Greece over here. Interesting. So things, things looking pretty bleak for the Axis right now, I do think. But we're going to try to take the Dutch East Indies. That's our next objective, and potentially try to take Singapore over here as well to help out the Japanese on their southern front over here. We have a reorganized nationalist China, at least, that's helping. But they only have 6 divisions, which sucks pretty bad because their manpower is humongous, and they could be used to help out the Axis there. So Japan keeps trying to call me in, right? I think we're actually going to go with total mobilization here for the next law. Japan keeps trying to call me in against the Soviets. I'm going to decline, at least until we're able to put up enough manpower and such to get up here into Siam and whatnot. Back over this way now, I've got my 3 sort of red divisions just hanging out over here. Japan managed to hold off a invasion over here in Tahiti, so that's good. Then what do we have down here? Pitcairn Island. So you get back over here towards South America and such. Everything in the Americas looks pretty much the same. I don't see any countries really going Axis or anything like that. You have Canada up here as well. So just checking out and seeing what's going on with the overall war as we're waiting for more ships to build out and then additional factories to be repaired. So all of those repair jobs now finished. We're up to 16 civilian factories now. So we're actually going to build a synthetic refinery next, which will allow us to pick up some additional oil and rubber, because of course those are hard to come by now, being part of the Axis, until at least we invade Dutch East Indies. Okay, the tank is finished with its research, or its national focus. So let's continue down with the Schofield tank there. We're going to go ahead and also grab the next level of destroyer there at a level 4, since I had that huge, nice modifier there. Okay, so it's saying I can go ahead and upgrade to the light cruiser, but I'm not going to do that quite yet because we have one that's about to pop off here in August 16th. So in 2 days, that'll be finished, which will be good. And then we can upgrade that to a level 4 for the next project there. Finally now having full military factory production here on the Naval Bomber 2s, so we're about at 1 of those per day, or almost up to 1 of those per day. Japan's still struggling mightily over here. They're not really attacking this one Netherlands tank division at all. Okay, we've still got the Great War tank over there. Still replacing out and upgrading our infantry equipment 3s there. That need is down to 9,500. That's good. Alright, the Turks are now in the war. Maybe they can help push against the Soviets. Alright, perfect. So it is now time to go up to level 4 here. Perfect. That's going to cause some additional need for steel, right? How about other researches that are going on now? 26 days left now in the elastic defense, which I'm using to try to get some additional manpower boost into my country. Constructions-wise, okay. So we probably need to assign another synthetic refinery. At least that's what I'm thinking, right? We can put it... Hell, let's put it on South Island there. Back in homeland New Zealand. Alright, so we're finally starting out with these 16 civilian factories now. Okay, consumer goods is only eating up 2 at the moment. So I think we actually have the ability now to... 6 steel, 6 rubber, 17 aluminum. Most of that aluminum need, again, is coming from the Naval Bomber 2 production there. So I think steel is actually a better choice, because it's going to help out my destroyer production and my convoy production. So let's go ahead and trade away for a steel. And we're going to do that from... Should we try Vichy, France? And see if we get a delivery in? We do. So now I'm showing an actual small surplus there for steel. So we're also working on excavation here, level 4. 102 days left. That will allow us to boost up some of these stats here, especially that steel area. Maybe we can get that civilian factory back if we need to. Soviet Union declared war on Iran, so now Iran is part of the Axis there. That's good for us as well. Next complete, November of 1942, November 27th. So in 2 more months, that will pop off for us there. Trying to stockpile a little bit of manpower now, showing at 92k. Hopefully moving up to 93k there. And insufficient resources still, so that rubber is sort of the next thing on the list there. Which will only give me... Oh, wait a second. Iran has joined... Oh, okay. They've joined the overall war as well against the Allies. So they can help push on their western front here against some of the British divisions here in the Middle East. Okay. So Afghanistan trying to hold on for dear life as well over here. Japan is shrinking here in the Chinese mainland. Look how big Xinjiang is now, taking all of this Chinese territory. And they've been reduced over here as well. They look to be holding, but does not... Oh, they can supply out of this naval dockyard. I was about to say that it looks like that'll end soon because they're not able to supply themselves. Alright, elastic defense is finally finished up now. So we can plug this directly into either mobile infantry or tank stuff. Tanks, I don't really see us building out a heck of a lot of tanks. Motorized infantry organization, +5. Motorized and mechanized there. All infantry there, you get an organization boost from that. So I think down this tree is actually the best choice. Another 32 days there on those better destroyers. We do have a full production line now going for our naval base, our dockyards. Alright, so we're up to 5 ships now, at least here in the fleet, with 2 light cruisers and 3 destroyers. Now, if I go back over here and double check, trying to keep an eye to see how many enemy ships are present over here. Yeah, only 7. So still seeing some really bad mission efficiency over here in terms of bombing. But we're also watching out on the Coral Sea, the Tasman Sea, and the Timor Sea there. And... I was going to say... I wish I had an airbase up here. Maybe we can construct one to launch here in New Caledonia. That would allow us to launch some additional naval bombers off of those islands. So let's go to constructions. I think that's a great idea. Airbase, we'll put one here. Actually, let's make that a level 2 for now. So after the synthetic refineries are finished, they'll pop in and start building those out. And that's a good place to put some of these extra naval bombers that we're stockpiling now. And then we've got 96 of them. How is my motorized doing? 571. Okay. That looks pretty good. Only need 316 more there to upgrade the advanced artillery stuff. Manpower of 11,000 to fill out one of these divisions. I'm almost wondering if it makes sense to remove one just to save some manpower there. Move that down to 10,000, which is a combat width of 19, which is pretty decent. It's not horrible. All my frontline divisions are currently supplied properly, so that's good. Let's double check right here. 16. I wish there was a dockyard over this way so we could just grab that rubber really quickly, because I do at least have air superiority here in the Timor Sea. There's no enemy ships present that we know of. We could sneak some troops over, potentially, to take some of these areas. That actually may be a really good thing. Producing out 3 convoys per month now, so we've at least got some of that going. Oh, Bulgaria joined the Axis. Sweet. So, let's try to do something here, just for the sake of taking some additional territory. So, if I launch a naval attack... Oh, I actually don't have any dockyards right here in the Timor. That's right. Well, son of a gun. And the Japanese fleets aren't helping out, really. I'm sure there's American shipping everywhere over here. How about up here? Guadalcanal here. Site of a famous... site of a famous World War II battle there. We do need to pick a new national focus here. Sorry, I was just reading that. Artillery focus, we'll get that. Plus... finally. Those new destroyer researches are finished. Perfect. So, we could try for maybe heavy cruiser next. Looking good from an artillery standpoint. We've got till 1943, which is coming up, actually, to upgrade that. I think the field hospital is going to be very important there at 129 days. And so that makes a lot of sense to me to get that next. 1943 again on the these better industrial techs as well. So let's get the Field Hospital 3 out to our folks. All right, so now let's see. We have this guy's going to be done on November 21st of this year. So next month we'll get another destroyer. And then after that, I'm going to upgrade to the Destroyer Level 4 production, just to maximize the number of ships that are coming out, right? I don't want to cut this guy out of his production too early or anything like that, because these Level 3s are still good till 1944 from a tech perspective. So that manpower also did go up to 100k when I slightly reduced the size of my divisions. Escort carriers now finished. If I go down here, Destroyer Organization plus 20. So continuing to work on this sort of small ship stuff here. This is Fleet in Being, Base Strike, Trade Interdiction. You know, something I didn't think about either is the possibility of bringing up submarine production and just getting a ton of those. because they're easy to produce out, we can produce them in mass numbers to actually show a presence here in the different sea zones. So I think that's what we're going to head down next in terms of naval research instead of the heavy cruiser way of doing things. Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and build a naval base here in yeah, right there, right in the middle of the Timor Sea there, and that should allow us, I'll build it as a level 2, that should allow us to actually launch an attack from here to here while staying in one sea zone. And then what that'll allow me to do is put some infantry up here. If we need to build another naval dock, we can do that, but we'll march up here towards Batavia and get all of these juicy resources going for us, and we'll be pretty sneaky about it. I like that idea. Okay, 5 ships now, and it is November, so we should have this next destroyer coming out soon, and he's complete on the 21st, so another 12 days or so there. Oh, we actually, whoops, we actually had a naval bomber mission happen over here. So I'm actually going to move down this synthetic refinery like this, because I think it's more important to get some naval bombers over here, and then also get Central Australia's new naval bases going. Aluminum of 21, rubber of 6. So about to get that new rubber in with that new synthetic refinery. And really, I mean, I'm actually going to prioritize that one just to get this invasion going a little faster. So once this guy finishes, November 27th, I can try to go back and turn back off my exports. That may and probably will make sense. Let's double check on the fronts up here now. Japan's still holding out in China, trying to, this little pocket up here has decreased like we predicted. How are the Germans doing over here? Have they taken Minsk yet? It's right here. They've at least approached the doorstep there. November of 1942, so that nasty Russian winter is about to hit them. A small Irish invasion right here, which is going to look to be crushed by those German divisions there, Vichy France divisions. Nationalist Spain actually making some progress over here in North Africa. I love to see that. Go, guys. You guys go. Back down this way now. I like our little plan here. Portugal is also in existence over here. We'll grab a little bit of rubber from down here and then march towards that oil. Got some aluminum up here too. That's always nice to see. Singapore really is stocked as well. A ton of rubber in Singapore there. Okay. Now that, okay, great. That destroyer finished his production, so we'll upgrade you to a level 4 there. So he's got to start over, but 3.5 of those popping out for us per year. Okay, still short on some steel now. Alright, we probably need to trade away for that additional steel now. What happened? Thought we had some of that over in Australia that we were trying to get. Still working on that excavation, only 14 days, so that may fix itself. Let's wait and see what happens here. Trade, you know, that should give me an extra 5 steel or so. And then rubber, that should go up to, God, not even a full rubber production. Available planes and reserves now. Swordfish. Quite a bit of those. That's got to be a bug. I mean, I'm producing out those albacores at over 1 per day now. Upgrade need is down to 218 there for the advanced artillery and down to 6,500 on the infantry equipment. So that, the good news is that entry equipment level 3 is sort of the last stop we need to make there in overall weapons production, in terms of changing out my production lines. Okay. So back to the constructions now. Let's double check this. The first naval base will be done December 29th of this year, so about 2 weeks or so. We just finished out that synthetic refinery. So yeah, rubber's up to 5 now, oil up to 18. So I'm actually showing a small surplus in oil, and that should have helped my rubber production out a little bit, at least. Excavation level 4 is finished, sweet. And what did that do to things? Okay, I did get some additional steel out of that, and tungsten. Alright. That's fine. Still need 4 rubber, though. Alright, research slot now available. And we're about to hit 1943. 129. Advanced computing machine, that's important. Or should I just jump straight into the industrial stuff? Tell you what, let's go with the advanced compute machine there at 216 days. That's always a good investment to make. Construction-wise now. Alright, just waiting on this first naval base to pop out for us. And then I will assign my new fleet over here with 6 ships now. Everybody is pretty green in terms of, yeah, in terms of experience, except for this guy who had a partial kill in that gruesome attack that we took on. About halfway done now on this Light Cruiser 4 production. So those will be popping out for us. We've got some unread convoy. Oh, we had a air attack over here. We did attack one Heavy Cruiser 1 that did some damage for us, so that's good. And showing enemy ships present of 8 now. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I know we were building up a lot in this episode here, but hopefully some actions we can take in the next one. And again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you next time.